Savage back again for another Savage reaction. I guess these dumb motherfuckers, man. You send the title of the video. I'm fed up with these cunts, man. It's all, you know what I mean? I know when time passes, it all seems like fun and games, and everyone's like, remember when the fan jumped the barricade and the wrestler fucked them up? I remember when it happened to Bret Hart at the Hall of Fame, and after it was all like, yeah, Dash Wilder fucking fucked him up. He was great and stuff, but that was a 60-year-old man plus who had a stroke. So, Monday Night Raw. Yeah, I've done the Monday Night Raw yet. Fuck Raw anyway, it's trash. But anyway, crazed fan of 24 hurls himself over the barricade and decides to attack Seth Rollins with some kind of, I don't even know. Listen, I was confused as shit because obviously wake up to do my reactions or watch Raw live and then do my reactions. So I just, when I put Monday Night Raw in to do my reactions, I just clicked on the first thing to record, and then I realised that it's not a wrestler, it's a fan. Well, you can't call him a fan, he's a tampon boy, he's a piece of shit, he's trash, his mom's a whore, all of that stuff, you know, like that. It looked, honestly, because it was so fast, I thought it was an Uso. I seen the red, remember the Uso used to wear the red jogging bottoms with the Air Forces? I seen that, I thought it was an Uso, I was like, I said, this doesn't make no sense. I'm gonna play the fucking video, and then I'm gonna talk to you. I swear, fuck. So this is after Seth's match with Finn Balor. Watch where the fan comes from. You see what I mean by the red bottoms? Obviously, you can hear the fan saying, who the fuck is this? And that's what I realised. And he would not let go. He had his legs wrapped around Seth's head. You hear Seth saying, you want to blindside me, motherfucker. But you can see they're struggling to get him out of there. It's a strong geezer. And obviously on TV, they cut to... Yeah, on TV they cut to Finn Balor's in the ring on the floor because obviously they didn't want to show it. Shout out to @Cash_VR for the video. So there's the video. This dumb motherfucker, the reason I'm making, sorry about the focus on this, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I've had enough of everything today. But I had to do a video on this because it's not for, you know, happy. I had to destroy some people in comment sections already because I seen people say, this is what happens when you release half of your roster. You dumb motherfuckers. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Basically what you're trying to tell me is anything that somebody does for their own business and it affects the fans emotionally, the fans are allowed to act out physically on a member of their staff or you know, independent contractor. So if you don't, so you're telling me that if you don't like someone's music, you can jump out of their concert and punch them in the face. If you don't like The Rock's next movie, you can jump over on the red carpet and kick him in the balls. This is what you're telling me. What is going on with this stupid world? And let's just talk about within the wrestling community, whatever he had a wrestling top on is part of the wrestling community. This is why don't put me in there, because I see the toxic on Twitter, and if you go under the comments, you're not going to find all positive comments in terms of I hope Seth's okay, and negative towards that. You can find a lot of this is what happens with your roster. It's got nothing to do with any of that. Even if the geezer was emotionally, you know what I mean, due to the roster leaving, what's that got to do with Seth Rollins? What is he mad at? Is he mad that Finn lost? What's he mad at? Has Seth done something to this guy personally? Because that's the only way you're gonna convince me that is even a bit fine is if Seth knows this guy personally and fucked his mom or his sister or punched his mom in the throat. I swear to God, this is dumb motherfucking shit. I've had enough of these tampon boys online in real life. That's not okay. People, I get it. I'm part of, I do the comedy thing as well, you know what I mean? So when people are making, you know what I mean, jokes in the future and stuff like that, I'm not one of these sensitive geezers. It's what it is, and people do what you want. But all of that, half the roster business and you're being serious about, I'm like, listen, these people are the same people that if this guy who jumped over the barricade had a knife in his hand and stabbed Seth Rollins, R.I.P. Seth Rollins. I remember when Seth did this. I remember when Seth made me feel like this. This has got to stop. And this favoritism towards So Seth gets attacked, and you're not feeling Seth right now, so you're fine with it. But if it was, I don't know, Bray Wyatt or someone, you'd be all heartbroken that he got attacked. Listen, all of these wrestlers are in this wrestling stratosphere. Like, they're all within this company. They're made, their characters are built to like or dislike them. That's where the baby face and the heel comes from. But I respect all of the talent. One, they're doing stuff that 99+% of the world can't do. That's a fact. They're doing it 300 days plus a year, which no other sport does. And they're trying to entertain people. So whether it's from fucking Reggie in his stupid suit that I don't like, to Roman, who I love, to Ricochet, who's doing all kinds of crazy somersaults and stuff and putting his life on the line, but I don't really like him on the mic, to Dana Brooke, who's, hasn't won a match in flipping 9 months until today, well, 10 months actually, and the match that she won was like 24/7. Like, to flipping, I don't care. To all of them, I respect them for, for doing their craft. Everything they do in their personal life, that's a completely different thing. And if you decide to put that in the public eye and people can view it, then everyone has their right to comment on certain things. And if you're a piece of shit in real life, I'll say you're a piece of shit. But within the wrestling stratosphere, I respect all these people. I don't do this picking and choosing thing. I've had enough of all of you tampon boys. If you're one of these guys, don't follow my channel now. Yeah, you're a piece of shit. If you're one of these guys who thinks it's okay that happened, don't follow my channel anymore. Okay? You know what I mean? Go and continue the relationship with your sister. That I've had enough. It's stupid. It's fucking ridiculous. I saw this, and all I could, because I think Seth's face was busted up when he got up as well. Like, his lips seemed like they were bleeding, but when he got out of the ring, there wasn't. So I'm guessing, I think the geezer's hand or foot caught him in the mouth. I was worried because I was thinking, yo, what if he's got a knife in his hand? That's all I could think of. And everyone's gonna go, no, he wouldn't have a knife because of security. Well, clearly, the security didn't watch him jump over the barricade. Now, I know people are going to be like, oh, I've seen loads of people saying the security should be sacked, blah, blah, blah. The guy came out and looked like he came out of nowhere. And if anyone has been to a wrestling event, you don't have a security guard in front of every single person. You have gaps and stuff like that. So, and the geezer was obviously, he jumped over spontaneous and sprinted across. Happens at football matches, happens at baseball, happens at basketball, happens at all these different things. You know what I mean? So, of course, you should say they should tighten it up a little bit, but you know what I mean? I might have to no one losing their job unless they were just incompetent on their phone or something like that and didn't pay attention. That's completely different. But you remember, you have security guards and you have stewards, are the two different things. But it's a disgrace. I remember it happened before with Roman when somebody threw was it a Money in the Bank briefcase in his head? I think it was in a match with Bray Wyatt at a live show. And I remember that happening. I remember somebody did to Dean as well. Jericho not long ago in AEW when he punched him up. These things are done. I get it, you can laugh once they're done, but realistically, if you think about it properly, it's actually not funny. It's fucked up. And yeah, fuck this guy. I don't care how emotional. I hope they're fine. I know they found him. They said he's 24, he's in custody and all that. Put his details online. Let me see who this piece of shit is. And I hope that he's never allowed in the wrestling arena again. Go to prison. You just get locked up for it. You're locked up for it. I know everyone's like, oh, he didn't end up hurting him. I don't care. Lock him up, piece of shit. Who do you think you are? Your emotions are that bad that you think you can do that shit. This is what I told you guys before about being emotionally attached. I get it. That's what wrestling does to you, especially when you're a kid and you grow up with it and you love it and stuff like that. But wrestling's changed. It's 2021. Everyone is more detached from wrestling emotionally than there was before because kayfabe and stuff like that. We know stuff about people's personal life. People you thought were great in wrestling, you probably don't like them in the personal life because you can see what they do. So take that on board. Watch wrestling for what it is when you're watching it, and when it's finished, you know what I mean. That's how it is now. It's sad. You know what I mean. Some people are better at doing it than others, but a lot of the times now, when people leave the arena, they go back to being their regular name and stuff like that. You see it on Instagram and all these things. People having their name, their real name, and then they have. I've seen I think Alexa says plays Alexa Bliss on Monday nights with a devil face or something. Imagine that. You wouldn't have thought this back in the day, but that's how it is now. So probably spoke long enough, but I don't really care. If you made it to this part of the video, then you're probably not one of the tampon boys. I needed to get it out there. I don't want anyone who follows me, who supports me, to be a part of this kind of foolishness because it was bad enough before when I seen it with Brett. This is motherfucking ridiculous. And I'm gonna shout out to Seth Rollins, 100% shout out to this guy, because what I just said about them entertaining you. Watch the video back. Seth somehow stays in motherfucking character. He could have just went off on one and kicked the geezer in the face, and everyone would have been fine with it. Other old school wrestlers would have fucked him up. I've seen Triple H fuck someone up in the ring because of that, and I wouldn't have minded, because that's a rule. You go in, fuck him up. You heard the fans, fuck him up. Seth got up, said, "You want to blindside me, motherfucker," and then carried on with the Seth Rollins character and left. What a guy. I've been your boy Good Savage. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. You know, I might stop telling you lot to do that, you know. If you like the video, like it, and if you don't, fuck off. I don't care. Yeah, you know.